Hello, good morning. Yeah, this morning I want to talk about the Canada Impact and Research Chairs opportunity in Canada now. It's basically for researchers that are outside Canada. I will be providing a brief information. A lot of people have been asking me different questions. So I prepared a short presentation that will help you to understand it, know the eligibilities, know how to contact universities and different things. So I'm going to briefly share my slides uh, to support you with what you plan to do. So if you can see my slides, uh, yeah, so the Canada Impact and Research Chair 2026 opportunity is a Canadian government program to attract the best brains and researchers from across the globe into Canada. We'll be looking at different things. Are you eligible for it? So in this presentation, we want to find out what is it, what is this program about, who can be nominated, what are the eligibilities of those that can be nominated, what are the funding, how much is involved, what are the priority areas they are looking at? What are the key deadlines? And how can you connect a Canadian university here to be able to apply for those programs? And I also provide some helpful websites that will help you to see different advertisements from Canadian universities. So the Canada Impact and Research Chair Opportunity Program is a one-time Government of Canada research funding initiative created to help uh, Canadian universities to attract world-leading researchers from outside Canada and support high-impact research that produces real-world results, such as policy change, commercialization like patents, also social and economic benefits. So this program is run by the Tri-Council Agency. When we say Tri-Council, there are three main funding agencies in Canada. We have Canada Institute of Health Research. They basically fund health-related researches. And you have Natural Science and Engineering Research Council of Canada. Also, for those in Faculty of Sciences, Faculty of Engineering, Computer Sciences, and Technology, all of them, the researches that are associated with these are funded by NSEC. And also we have Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council. So as the name implies, they also fund social science and humanities researches, including those in Faculty of Education. All of those are funded by SHEC. So the program is administered by District Council Institutional Program Secretariats. So depending on your area of research. So almost everyone is covered here. So what does this funding support? The funding is designed to support the shareholder salary. So if you are nominated and you get the job, it will support your salary and benefits. The benefits include both health benefit, relocation, and all those. Then research staff and trainees, you will be able to hire people that will support you in your research, as well as get postdocs, research assistants, get graduate students that you will supervise. And also the major research activities like community engagement, data collection, different things that you are proposing your research. And also build strong partnership across sectors, both international where you are coming from, as well as within Canada. Then knowledge translation and mobilization, which includes even publication, uh, non turning research into practice, product, policy documents, as well as having non-traditional way of disseminating knowledge, including using social media and those are having your own websites. So there are kinds of research that have been outlined in this call that will be prioritized. So the chair must align with at least one of Canada's strategic priority areas. So you might have a very good research that you are doing currently in your institution or whatever, but if it does not align with these eight research priority areas, then you might not get the funding. It's not you might not, you won't get the funding. So anything you are writing as proposal must align with at least one of these. You could have something that is cross-cutting that can align with two or three, but at least one of these: health, including biotechnology, food and water security, environment, climate resistance, and Arctic, advanced digital technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum and cybersecurity, clean technology and resource value chains, democratic and community resilience, manufacturing and advanced materials, defense and dual technologies. So whatever you are writing must align with these eight. There's no shortcut to it. So who can submit an application? Only eligible Canadian granting universities can apply. So individuals cannot apply to any of these trial council agencies directly. You must be nominated by a Canadian university, a Canadian institution. So your application will have to go through a Canadian institution. So if you check, most Canadian institutions now are advertising for these positions. So you apply to those Canadian institutions. They are going to screen your application. If they deem you fit to be one of their nominees, they will nominate you and you will submit the application through them. So the people to nominate eligible institutions are the host universities that will host you in Canada. So to nominate someone, the Canadian university must be a degree granting and recognized by provincial territorial government, have awarded degrees recently, not have enrolled students who will graduate soon. So have received an annual average of $100,000 plus in research funding from either SHEC, NSEC, or so mostly you find out that a lot of research intensive universities fall in here, but even the small universities also must have gotten up to 100,000 because this is different researchers in the universities that have been writing grants. If they're able to get up to 100,000 from any of these CIHR, NSEC or SHEC, yeah, they can actually nominate you. So almost all the universities in Canada will be able to nominate you. So if you are going to be nominated, number one, the researcher must be internationally based, working and living outside Canada. So if you are currently living in Canada, you cannot apply. So, but your institution you must be in Canada. Remember, also a researcher must hold an academic seniority like full professor or associate professor. So you are coming in here, you will still maintain your position. You're not going back as a postdoc or going back as a trainee. You are coming as an authority in your area, or for you to be appointed from here. Also, those that have equivalent qualification from outside the academia, maybe they are research institutes, they are directors and different, and that want to come into academia here can also be nominated. And also, you must have strong and recent research excellence and leadership. This is based on your impact, it's based on your recent publication, the grants you have received from your own institution, and your impact in your community. And also number 6 is a track record of high impact accomplishment and leadership capacities that you have done. So also you must be aligned with at least one priority areas, which I mentioned earlier. These are the 8 priority areas I mentioned earlier. So you must be ready to relocate and work in Canada full time and must start within 12 months of accepting the award. For instance, if you accept the award in June, by May next year, you are ready to start at least, but you can start earlier before then. So you must take up the position as a full-time position. You will not be keeping different jobs at the same time. And this one is online of part-time. So number 9 is that the host institution must appoint you at the right rank, either appointed as a full professor or associate professor with a promotion to full professor within 2 years. So you can see the level you go to very fast. You will not come in as someone who will lose a lot of things if you want to come in from outside Canada. So, and then to be competitive and eligible and nominees are expected to build strong partnership. So you must have that partnership with industry, governments, health system, or nonprofit or global partners. Sometimes some people belong to research networks, you belong to board of community organizations and different partnerships that have helped you do your research in time past. And you must show clear pathway to policy impact, commercialization, or real-world adoption. This could be what you have done before now, or even what you will do in the proposal you are submitting. So here also, these chairs will receive between $1 million to $500,000 every year for 8 years. This is for high impact research chairs. You receive that level of money for your research, and there's possible extension for 4 more years at 50% of the original annual value, based on strong evidence of real-world impact and partnership. That is the money you have been given. You account for it on what you use it to do. So, and then Canada Impact and Emerging Leaders. This is the second tier. We receive around $100,000 per year. So this one is the duration is 6 years. For 6 years, possible extension for 6 more years at the same yearly annual amount. So based on career progression, research impact, and partnership. What the funding can cover is the chairholder salary and benefits, research team and project costs, research activities and operations, and then also up to 25% of direct research costs can support indirect costs. So what are the key deadlines? These are very important. By the next 10 days, and in the next 1 month, today is February 10, the first one, registration deadline will come up March 10, 2026. Full application deadline will be March 24th, and then result notification will be by June 2026. So award date starts from this year, 2026 September. But this is for institutions like CIHR, SHEC, and NSEC. There are separate institutional deadlines, which the institutions have, the universities have advertised, which you need to apply to those universities to meet up with their own deadline, because they will have to screen candidates to nominate those, because they have quota. They will screen candidates to nominate those that will be going, they will nominate to these funding agencies. And there's a second batch. If you feel that, okay, this time is too short for you, you can prepare your application for the June intake. June intake registration deadline is by June 15th. And full application is 29th June, and then result notification will be by September 2026. And award start date will be by November 2026. So you can see all of them are this year. They are all starting this year. And it's a one-time thing. So if you are planning that you want to do it by 2027, there will be no such opportunity, because the government announced this, that it's going to be a one-time stuff. So how do you connect with another institution? As an international applicant, that's how do you connect? So because researchers cannot apply directly, the best pathway is to connect with the eligible Canadian granting institution that can nominate you. Number one, identify the university that match your research area. Target institution with strong programs in your field, like, for instance, public health nutrition, health equity, global health, or community-based research. So look at the institutions that are aligned with your field. Number two, you contact the right office, like reach out to any of these vice president research office, research service office, faculty deans office, department head or school directors, Canada research chairs or institutional program office. So any of these, but most of the universities are already advertising it online for you to apply. So this might be a secondary option if the university you plan to apply to, you have not seen their advert. If you contact them, they might share the advert with you. So the first thing is send a strong nomination interest email and demonstrate value to the institution, and then follow their internal selection process. So what are the websites that can help you? There are basic websites in Canada. If you look at Canada Impact and Research Chairs, this is the government website where you can actually see all the details that I've shared with you today. And if you want to look for jobs in Canada, you have University Affairs website. So if you go to University Affairs, there are a ton of this advert on the University Affairs. And also academicworks.ca. If you go to their job posting, you also see a ton of it. You can see that one impact plus research chair at the University of Guelph College of Engineering. So there are a ton of it, a lot of it are there online. So if you want to come into Canada as a high impact research chair, it's your opportunity to do so. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, just click. I'll be providing you updates every time. Thank you. The next one I'll be talking about, there's also opportunity for postdocs and PhD students coming outside Canada for this same program. I'll be coming up with that in a short while. Thank you. See you next time.